Sorry about that, guys. I ran out of space on my phone. So I'm back. So it's time to gently undo the patterns of attempting to fit in. Instead, trust that you are exactly as you were meant to be. When you do, your magnetism will draw love and friendship from those who vibrate at a similar level of consciousness to you. Leave past hurts and rejection behind. You no longer need them to grow. Be brave. Pray to connect to your family of light, not only in spirit, but also here on earth. Let them in. Know that you belong here in spirit and in body. To be loved, held, touched, listened, and accepted, just as you are. The invocation: I choose of my own free will to receive all assistance from unconditional love, so I can peacefully progress any unresolved hurt, rejection, abandonment, judgment, or betrayal. I have learned how to love more unconditionally through my experiences. I have learned that love allows all beings to freely choose how they wish to live. I wish to live with openness, love, and connection in spirit and in the flesh, with those who can accept my love and love me too. Through divine grace, I ask. And then your next one is 37, the heart transmission. Your heart is capable not only of giving and receiving love, but of connecting you to a greater network of beings that resonate in the highest frequencies of divine love. Through your heart, you can receive information and guidance from networks of light that fill our universe. As you learn to open your heart to receiving these transmissions, your ability to work with group consciousness in a loving way increases. You shall affect humanity in a loving way, influencing the collective rather than allowing the lower frequencies of the collective to overwhelm you. Working with group energy is a leap on the spiritual path, with risk, but also great reward in terms of empowerment to manifestation your life mission. The risk with group energy is migration. When you approach it from the heart rather than the head, the mind can argue one point of view and then immediately and convincingly argue its opposite. The heart, however, either feels something resonates or it doesn't. Whether or not there is a logical explanation for it, the mind can be seduced by those who tell you they have great spiritual power, but this will instantly trigger intuitive warning bells in your heart. For those with genuine power do not need to convince you of it. The heart is the key to deciding where you offer your devotion. When you offer devotion to the group consciousness that loves you unconditionally, your heart feels safe, loved, and in a knowing of the rightness of the group for you. Whether the group exists on earthly plane or in the spiritual dimensions, for as long as it gives you life, life broadens your horizons, nourishes your truth, and empowers you to live your destiny. That group is serving you. If you do not experience these positive effects, if you feel drained, confused, or that your issues are not resolving as you work with this group, listen carefully to your heart and question whether it is indeed the right place for you to be. It is important to also work with groups that you can serve through. Although you may love your family, for example, they might not be the group you can best serve. Perhaps those who are open, willing, and receptive to your spiritual gifts are outside your family. Perhaps your family can benefit spiritually from you in the role of mother or son or daughter, but not in the role of spiritual mentor. On the other hand, some groups may want to feed off you, but not learn to do for themselves. They wish for you to give them the answers to their problems. They may not be willing to develop the trust, courage, or confidence and empowerment that is required to take responsibility for their own relationships to the universe. which is needed so they can grow in soul missions and soul wisdom through their life experiences. Your heart may guide you to withdraw your services from such people because you love them and want them to grow. Your heart will guide you to operate differently with different people. You may be guided to explore hobbies or interests that lead you to the next group that your presence can assist. The heart will also guide you when it is time to move on. The transmission of the heart gives a truthful assessment of the interaction of your frequency with the frequency of the group. It is mutually raised. Then this is a spiritual constructive connection. It is demolished. Is it demolished? This will not be helpful. The heart empowers you to know when to work with others, for how long, in what way. Trust it. The more you do, the more groups which can bring great benefit to you and the planet can enter into the world. The invocation: I have gratitude now for the heart transmission that guides me through universal love into the group consciousness that can best serve the greatest good and my own divine destiny. I ask for protection, insight, clear knowing and clear feeling to guide me through the many groups that I will love and work with spiritually this lifetime. May all my group involvements be constructive. May love, light and power increase in me and upon the earth through all group work. Blessed by grace, may the unconditional loving ones help all group endeavours attain spiritual success. Through my own free will and divine love, so be it. So that was the heart transmission, guys. I get pulled from pillar to post with groups and people around my area. Last night I had to go knock on someone's door to go in and give them a reading. These people wouldn't ask normally. So I kind of I do know these people, but I kind of went round uninvited and just said, start a conversation. If you can help someone, go and do it, guys, okay? We've got the fourth ray of harmony. The fourth ray of harmony comes to you now with the qualities of beauty, harmony and balance. It empowers you to complete a spiritual initiation. Any conflict you experience now serves your divine purpose. It will eventually become the fuel you need to be born anew. Something negative will be transformed into something positive. The Archangel Gabriel helps you to receive the blessing of the fourth ray of harmony now. When the fourth ray of harmony is active in your life, you are approaching spiritual initiation, which creates a whole new person, a new you. Initiation may begin with feeling torn between two choices or realities. You may wonder if you have what it takes to get through this. You do. As you discover your strength to be patient with the process rather than trying to force an outcome prematurely, eventually you will outgrow the conflicts altogether, emerging as a wiser, more powerful you. You will have gained a positive outcome from what was once considered to be a negative situation. When the fourth ray of harmony becomes stronger in your soul, avoid becoming scattered, out of balance, or swinging from one extreme to the other in thoughts, actions, and emotions. You will need to keep grounding yourself and being moderate, rather than all or nothing, in your life choices. This will create your successful outcome more swiftly than trying to force something to happen immediately. The challenge and the gift with the fourth ray of harmony is the increased sensitivity to beauty it endeavours. Music takes on a whole new emotional depth. The beauty or chaos in your environment and even the colours you wear has more impact on you than usual. You can use the increased sensitivity to your advantage by choosing art, music, colours, and so on that feel good for you. The mainstream is still operating in fear-based energy. With increased sensitivity, You can at times be more affected by this. If you are experiencing increased negativity, depression, doubt, fear, or emotional instability, this is likely why. You can overcome this without shutting down. When you sense it happening, respond with a loving discipline. You might meditate, journal, dance, create art, listen to music, exercise, have a bath, or spend time in nature to bring yourself back to balance. This ray has a special connection to the arts and guides you to create. You are encouraged to trust your own creativity, to enjoy it and use it to help heal yourself and perhaps others too. When Archangel Gabriel enters your life, there will be an emphasis on the use of sound for healing and balance. So the words you use on affirmations, for example, and the invocations in this deck will be very powerful. So will music. You may use sound to help balance and restore your energy. You'll know when it has worked because you will feel happier and find life simpler. You may not immediately solve an issue, but start doing what you need to take care of yourself, knowing resolution is on its way. The invocation: I now accept of my own free will the blessings and grace of the fourth ray of harmony. I call upon the grace of assistance of the universe and Archangel Gabriel to help me find balance, wisdom and creativity approaches in all areas of my life. I ask for unconditionally loving assistance to outgrow problems in my life. I ask for divine mercy, compassion and tenderness to help me grow into all that I am divinely destined to be. May the arts and the beauty within me find authentic expression in the world. May I be held from within and grounded in my center as I approach the portal of initiation. May the unconditionally loving masters and angels that serve on this divine ray of light bring it to hearts of all beings for the greatest good. Through divine mercy, will and grace, so be it. And the last one, guys, is 31. Okay, and that is alchemical mutations. Your spiritual growth is changing your mind, body and soul. It is very real. It is helping you fulfill all aspects of your divine destiny. It is awakening spiritual talents and attracting in new energies. This process will bring tremendous joy and satisfaction. The body changes as light enters. Alchemy is catalyzed and transformation happens. Sometimes the appearance of the body changes. There will be change in how the body feels, responds, acts, and creates radiance increase. Lightness of being increases. If you have clairvoyant vision, you will see the increase in light as though the person is actually lit up from within. They are. Spiritual abilities become grounded in the body and the person can channel healing energy just as naturally as they would set the dinner table. The spirit becomes a living reality in the body and the material world is experienced as an extension of the divine light. This alchemy is an empowering gift of love. Symptoms of this process at times can be challenging. They may include headaches and other aches and pains, flu-like symptoms and inexplicable and nearly overwhelming fatigue that lasts for days and then suddenly vanishes, along with a surge of new energy. We may also experience pinging in the ears, increased sensitivity to light or sound, hormonal imbalance and hot flushes, excessive sexual energy, mental observations or mood swings, aggression and uninitially harsh reactions to people. If you have been experiencing any of the above and wondered if these are other usual symptoms, could be a direct result of increased spiritual energy affecting the body, then the answer is that this is very likely. You are encouraged to source whatever professional health support you need to take care of your body. Also consider using the following simple practices to ease away the side effects of divine alchemy taking place in you. These simple practices include taking regular rest, Additional sleep is a powerful way for the body and mind to heal and repair, integrate and reorganize. Allow time for physical exercise, which can help release excess energy, especially if you tend to feel mentally congested. Take some time away from the meditation, spiritual studies, or discussions and energy work. Instead, simply be nature or rest. If you work with colours, then take a break for a short time, only working with very soft, subdued white or colourless light. If you have a tendency to push yourself with spiritual work, learning to take time off on a regular occasion will help you recover more quickly and suffer less. Finally, working with cooling energy, not cold, but refreshing as a way to discharge excess heat can be extremely beneficial to the body and mind. You can do this by sitting in the shade or in a room that feels cool and relaxing, or even by cooling your hands before an air conditioning or fan, and then using your fingertips to transfer cool and healing energy by lightly touching your chest, back of neck, and back of your head, ears, and forehead. The invocation for this card is, I call upon the beings that love me unconditionally, and I ask for divine grace, protection, information, assistance, intervention, and healing in all ways now. As I change alchemically, may my body and mind be supported and recover with divine assistance. I celebrate the alchemy that the light creates, and with kindness I allow for it to unfold in my body, mind and soul according to the guiding hand of divine love. May all these on this path of love and light be assisted to walk their path with as much joy and as little suffering as possible. Through my own free will and divine grace, so be it. That's been your reading, light workers. If you do like my work, please like, subscribe and share. If you want a personal reading, please get in touch with me on my Etsy shop. The link is in my YouTube channel. Thank you very much. God bless.